What's my mother name?
What's up guys, KDub175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and we're going to be jumping right into the action here in the Fire Gym Cup Round 3. It's the Fire Water Gym Cup. We're going to be seeing things from our opponent's perspective with the next speed, some double chance, max revive. They also have a Mega Charizard Y, and I wanted to show you guys my deck real quick, show you guys the breakdown. We have Arcanine, level 9 chain, level 10. We have the Charizard level 5 now in a chain level 6. Or just regular Blaziken level 10, chain level 10, Entei level 5 for that 4 MP off the bench, Zoroark and our Heat Rotom both chain level 10, and even my Mega Charizard Y. I was able to get it up to a level 5. Thing looks pretty awesome. I put everything into the spinner, obviously. Being able to go 3 MP and get surrounds, just insane. It's probably really good in League as well. And Mega Blaziken's only level 4. Now, if it gets confused, you know, you definitely want it to be level 5. I put 1 point into the Wall Crusher because, I don't know, I guess for survivability, if we get, you know, paralyzed, because with the Flame Sphere, we're not going to get burned. You know, guess you want to keep the Wall Crusher, but it's very situational. But we had the Scoop Up, Swap Spot, double max revive, double chance in the Flame Sphere so we don't get burned. So, you can see we have the Mega Blaziken and the Mega Charizard Y plate that was given automatically, no longer counting against your plate slots. And you have to check your opponent's plates whenever you get into the duel. So definitely, you know, get in that habit, guys. Checking your opponent's plates, because you know, even if you click on the figure, if it doesn't appear to have the Mega Evolution, you never know, because that'll glitch out sometimes. So we're seeing things from our opponent's perspective, GL, Amper, and I'm Nymeria. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments if you guys know who Nymeria is and why I chose that name, but I thought it looked pretty cool with the N Guild tag in front of it. So we go ahead and switch out with the Zoroark. We're going to get sent to the bench. So no chain levels in that Dragon Tail. We do have a 101 for those Zoroark matchups, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and switch out again, and our Zoroark is going to come with a Sucker Punch. Like, come on. A Sucker Punch? And they do have the Mega Charizard Y, so they are going to go ahead and Mega Evolve right now. I don't have my Heat Rotom on the goal, which is good, because the purple attack would burn my Heat Rotom as well, because we have not had the opportunity to play the Flame Sphere just yet. So I'm going to max revive. The opponent just spam attacking my goal. It's a pretty scary situation, and we're going to go ahead and get 2 spins versus their 428 damage. I'm like, can I please get a roll here? You know, I mean, we have pretty good defense. We have 2 max revives. You know, we had the Zoroark, and we're just going to come through with a miss. So our Charizard really letting us down, but I'm going to be able to jump over with our Arcanine and kind of hold him at bay for the moment. So I'm going to backtrack here. I'm going to attack, looking for a Cyclone Kick. Thank you. We do get a Cyclone Kick, and we free up an entry point. Now their Entei is going to be coming, rushing right back down. And we've just been in full defense mode, but I'm going to be going for this Jet Kick cheese win. The opponent hits the Searing Shot, and we were just like one tiny little segment away from getting that Jet Kick win. And I'm going to go for it again. All right, that works, you know. Like, it can go either way. Blaziken against Blaziken, you just kind of never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to backtrack here. I do have Mega Blaziken, so I'm going to go ahead, Mega Evolve, and I'm going to backtrack, go right through that Charizard, and burn it. So now it's going to make it a much better matchup for my Arcanine. Then I'm going to jump right back over. I want to go through the Zoroark again, making it so my Arcanine has the best chances of surviving against both those Pokemon. And, you know, I don't really want to attack into that Arcanine because, you know, we have a sizable purple Jet Kick. I mean, there's some odds we can win, but there's a pretty good chance that we lose as well. And our Entei is going to hit a Stomp, and we're going to get knocked out. So we're going to be coming for some revenge with our Blaziken, and we do get the knockout. So, all right, you know, we've got some pretty horrible rolls in this matchup, but we've also won some rolls. I feel like we should anyway, but it's kind of working out a little bit. We almost hit another miss, just like hanging right onto the edge, but we're able to survive. We get the knockout. Their Blaziken's going to be pressing forward. They're going to attack our Arcanine. We just need to hit gold here, and we hit a miss. Like we could have hit gold there and still won because the Heat Rotom has that -30 against the opponent. So yeah, gold would have been, just fine. Now we're completely pressed back into the corner. Only 2 Pokemon on the field. Cross counter is going to go off into the Flare Blitz. So we're able to get rid of that Blaziken and live another day. And the opponent switches out here, which is I have no idea why. And we're both burned, so we're just going to go neutral here. So I am looking to try to get a knockout here, and we're going to hit a miss. Feels bad. So we have Arcanine. We can get right back out. We can attack the Zoroark. Should be able to shift into a miss. Thank you. But the Sucker Punch into the cross counter is definitely a situation that can happen. I'm going to jump over and attack again. We have the favorable odds here because of the Heat Rotom. You guys don't understand how clutch this Heat Rotom is. Whenever you're running a fire deck going up against another fire deck, it's definitely changed the outcome of several matchups, in battle where you might lose, but because you get that additional, -30 against your opponent, you're able to win a lot more rolls. So blocking off their Charizard with my Charizard, I'm like, come on, Charizard, come through. There we go. I mean, we only get 5 spins, but it's still 325 damage, and it's about time our Charizard does something useful. So now we're going to go Mega Charizard Y, and, I'm just going to go ahead and take the entry and attack, see if we can burn or get a knockout, and we do get the knockout. So now pretty much our Entei is going to have to survive against this Blaziken. Oof, we hit the Fierce Roar, but because of that Heat Rotom, the Jet Kick is not going to be able to do any damage, and we don't get knocked out. So I'm going to go ahead and take that Surround. Woohoo! We hit a miss, but Greninja hits the dodge. So I'm going to jump back over. I'm going to attack here and see if we can burn both the Pokemon or get a knockout and try to set up some type of a Surround. Now, I could have moved in with Entei, but that Arcanine was in a position. They could have moved right over top our Mega Charizard Y, right next to their Greninja, and they could have blocked from getting surrounded. So we're in a pretty good situation right now. Just have to hope that we can hit the 140, and we do. And we're going to be able to get the knockout, move up with our Blaziken, and that is GG because we have a bunch of 3 MP Pokemon. I'm like, hey, maybe we can get the knockout here. Greninja's going to hit a dodge, and we're going to take the goal with Charizard. So GG to the opponent. Pretty awesome matchup, and pretty incredible comeback if you guys ask me. That's probably one of my more epic comebacks. Now, we're going to be getting into the next matchup, 1830 on a 10-win streak. We're on a 7-win streak. Now, the opponent is not even in 3K in League, but they appear to be doing pretty well in this gym. So they have a couple of Megas in their deck as well. They have double Entei with the Zoroark. So, I mean, that can be pretty tough to deal with. So we're going to bring the Heat Rotom out. We are definitely going to take advantage of that -30 as soon as possible. And switching out, trusting in Zoroark, and he hits a miss. We should not have trusted you, Zoroark. Nothing more frustrating. I'd rather hit Sucker Punch, but we're going to bring the Arcanine out. We're moving up with our Blaziken, but they have another Entei for defense. Now, I mean, we're kind of in a tough situation, but I'm going to double chance here. Hope that their Zoroark is as incompetent as mine, or we can hit the Cyclone Kick. And we do against the cross counter. If that could have been bad for us. That could have been bad. So we're going to go ahead and attack again. And of course, the opponent gets pretty lucky there with the Fierce Roar. So we're going to back out with that Blaziken. We do not want to get surrounded. I'm going to cover the goal with our Heat Rotom. Now I have my Arcanine. I can go after that Entei. That's the one thing about running a fire deck. Whenever you know that there's a pretty good chance that your opponent's going to be running a fire deck, you want to have that Heat Rotom, because if they have one and you don't, you're at such a disadvantage. So this player here, pretty big disadvantage, to be honest, because I mean, we have a couple of megas. You know, we have that edge where we're giving them minus 30 damage against our fire types, as long as we don't have a status effect and we hit a revert. That couldn't have been more clutch, because if we would have got burned, we don't get that minus 30 advantage anymore. So I'm going to go right after this Entei with my Blaziken, and we're going to be able to get the knockout. So the opponent is going to scoop up here with the Arcanine. I'm just hoping for them to hit a miss or hit the purple. Like it happens to me all the time, but they get the Flare Blitz, and they had pretty good odds. So I'm actually happy for them, because like the Arcanine should win that, you know, like 9 out of 10 times. And it's just it's pretty frustrating whenever it lets you down like that. So the opponent still coming after us. A Cyclone Kick against our Charizard, and it's like, now Charizard 520 damage against the Cyclone Kick, but when we were getting spam attacked on our goal in the last match, like you wanted to hit miss, spin once, like it was pretty frustrating. So that right there was super clutch. We are going to get burned because we've yet to play the Flame Sphere, but it's better than getting knocked out. That was not a good situation for me, and that Blaziken was moved in too far to be able to get another Pokemon out. I suppose I could have scooped up with my Entei if the Blaziken was burned or something, but yeah, that would have been bad if our Heat Rotom got knocked out. So looking for our Entei to just hang on here, and we're going to hit a miss. Feels bad. So we're going to go ahead and get our Mega Charizard Y on the board, reclaim that entry point, and just kind of hope that we can hang on. Like, I'm not going to switch out. They have a huge miss. Yeah, we have a 4-star purple. Like, now I could have attacked there. I probably should have. Yeah, to be honest, I probably should have attacked there, but I don't know. I feel like we have them pretty much at our mercy, so we shouldn't have to attack. But they're going to go ahead and get that Arcanine ready to move. I'm going to scoop up this Heat Rotom so I can get that minus 30 again. And wow. Like, I should have played the Flame Sphere. And they're going to backtrack. So I'm going to go ahead and just cover up the goal, just in case that Arcanine tries to make a break for our goal. And they're going to hit the purple again, and I make a huge misplay. Like, I should have went in for the surround, but for some reason I thought they still had a max revive, and I didn't want to give them the opportunity to get lucky with the jet kick on the Blaziken. But the Blaziken wouldn't even have been doing any damage anyway because of the Heat Rotom. They didn't even have a max revive. So don't ask me. Don't ask me why I chose not to surround them there. Like, it was just a misplay. It was. And I get pretty lucky because we could have got punished there and got some unlucky spins one after another. But, you know, we were able to win it. GG to the opponent. Wasn't a BM. I literally just, like, thought, like, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to surround here because for some reason I thought that the Blaziken could do something about it. But getting into the next matchup, we're going to be going up against Gabriel. And they also have a Mega Charizard Y, Mega Blaziken. They have the Mighty Sphere, Max Revive, and a Long Throw with the Recycle. So, they also have some Ultra Beasts. Pheromosa, Celesteela, both level 10. Charizard not leveled up completely all the way. They have the Chandelure, which is definitely a really nice runner to have in this gym, but you don't really need it if you have a Mega Blaziken or a Mega Charizard Y. So that's why I'm not running it in my deck. Like, I am loving this deck build, guys. It feels smooth. It feels powerful. Like, it's fun to use. So I didn't make any changes to my deck the whole gym. The whole gym. And Mega Blastoise. Not able to get that Turtle Missile just yet. I'm not going to attack with my Mega Blaziken. Or my Blaziken. I want to go Mega Blaziken and move through. But they're going to come out and attack. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to switch. I don't mind losing Zoroark. I don't really need it that much. And Flame Gun's going to go off. They respin. They get the Flame Gun again. That means they're going to have to knock out their own Blaziken, and that's kind of what I was, or their own Blastoise, and that's what I was hoping for. So yeah, that definitely could not have worked out any better. And we're going to go in and go after their goalie. They're going to hit the Stomp. We hit the Sacred Fire. We're going to be able to get the knockout. They do not have a goal block. So this Charizard coming out, I'm like hoping for purple, and then we hit Stomp. Oh man, we hit Stomp. That sucks. But they would have been able to beat our Sacred Fire as well. So I don't know. I mean, purple would have been pretty nice. They're going to max revive, cover up their goal again. We're pressing forward with the Charizard, moving up with our Blaziken, going in for the attack. And we're going to lose by 10 damage. I'm like, this isn't good. So Celesteela kind of moving off the entry point. We're going to max revive, bringing out our Blaziken. They have Mega Charizard Y, so I can only imagine that they're going to be moving up, and they're going to attack our Blaziken. I'm like, all right, we'll give it to Zoro, and we're going to get burned. Okay, not the worst. Zoro is not the worst, and guess what? We're going to be able to go Mega Charizard Y, surround their Mega Charizard Y, and we capture them. We capture them into our PC because that's Mega Charizard Y's ability, and that was awesome. We're going to be able to burn that Pheromosa. Would have been nice to get the knockout, and they're going to land a Fly. We're going to attack again, because we want to get rid of this Pheromosa because of that call signal. You know, we do not need Celesteela getting any rendezvous, and then just Pheromosa coming back up with the call signal, bringing it back. And we start losing figures, and then that's how you lose the match, because the thing kind of snowballs. You can lose one figure, maybe two, depending on the setup of the board and, you know, at which point of the game you're in. Right now, we're going to lose Zoroark. Again, not super important in my opinion. I feel like we don't really need Zoroark all that much. And they're going to be able to long throw their Blastoise. So, I'm going to go in after this Entei. I'm like, come on. They recycled. They have their Megas back. And just Jet Kick would have been beautiful there. Jet Kick would have been perfect. You know, double KO. We would have got rid of that Blastoise. Now, we are going to become frozen. But we can go Mega Blaziken. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't want this Mega Blastoise getting out of hand. So I'm going to go ahead, burn this Entei, sacrifice my own Pokemon, and get rid of that Blastoise. So Gabriel kind of follows my lead and is like, you know, this Chandelure is doing absolutely nothing for me. I'm going to just sacrifice it right now. And good play. I feel like that was a good play. And they do get the call signal. So Celesteela is back. I'm like, yo, we can maybe get another Flame Gun. And they do get the Flame Gun, but we get the Fierce Roar. Like, I hate that move. I'll be honest, like, it can kind of come in clutch if it's, you know, they only have like two figures on the board and they're next to each other, like on the goal or something. They both get weight, but it's just annoying. It just doesn't do anything. So I'm like, all right, come on. We're going to YOLO this, try to get a knockout, and we hit a miss into their miss. I'm like, come on. But okay, we hit the attack, they hit a miss, and we do get that knockout. So this Pheromosa is going to have to get super lucky, and it does. It gets super lucky. We only spin once. Like, oh my god. It's like, why couldn't you just land the call signal? Like right there, you know? And we're going to get surrounded. Lucky for us, they didn't have the Mighty Sphere played yet. But they're definitely going to play it now. They're like, yeah, that could have been a capture. And, you know, it is what it is. So I'm kind of looking to try to get lucky here. And try to get rid of that Blastoise before it can go Mega. I really don't want that Celesteela being able to attack any more of my figures. And we're going to max revive. Go after this Charizard. Okay. I mean, we get sent to the bench. No biggie. Like, I'd rather have that Chandelure back onto the board than that Charizard. So, we're going to go ahead, finally, play that Flame Sphere. And Chandelure is going to come out probably trying to cycle. So we don't have to worry about getting burned anymore. And that Chandelure is pretty consistent at burning other figures with that huge white attack. Pretty consistent. And they're going to allow us to move up and take that entry point. I'm going to go after this Blastoise, just hoping for that exact roll. Hoping for the Blastoise to hit and miss, so I don't have to worry about the Mega. So that was crazy. I can't believe we got that knockout. So I'm going to backtrack here. Like, I'm a little bit scared of that Celesteela. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't want to lose another figure to that Rendezvous. And lucky for me, I had 2 max revives, so it's keeping me in this game much longer. With being down a figure, we still have even odds on the field. And we're gonna get sent back to the bench again. Not a big deal. All right, so I need to get another Pokemon in range to. And this was dumb. I've really pressed my luck. Went after it. We burn it. It has a Mega, and it's gonna go Mega. Like, I just wanted to avoid that. But I probably should have brought him up the other side and then came in from the back like I am right now. Go after this Pheromosa. We do get the knockout. But I'm like, you know what? We should be able to get the knockout on this Entei as well. We don't need to surround. And let's go. Entei gonna hit a miss, and we're threatening game. They're just gonna go after our goal, and that should be GG. They're gonna get the Turtle Missile. Now they're gonna aim fire at our Blaziken. We hit a miss. Okay, Blaziken, miss, gold, purple, anything but white. Oh my god. We hit the white, guys. Like, Mega Blastoise getting the clutch roll of its life. And they're going to get another Turtle Missile going after our Heat Rotom. We survived the first one. I'm like, don't hit that white. Let's go, boys. Now, I'll tell you right now, time was pretty low, so I just move in for the defense, and they have like 1 second at this point. And we do get knocked out, so I'm just going to move over 1, and the opponent lost on time. So GG to the opponent. That Mega Blastoise like got the clutch roll of its life, and they played really well. Like, that match was a pretty good back and forth. So getting into the next matchup, going up against a D member, D Broly, and they have 2 double chance, 2 max revives, 2 Mega Blazikens. They have the Flame Sphere and the Flame Energy. Their Blaziken's not leveled up chain too high, but they do have a level 10, chain level 10 Arcanine, level 10, chain level 9 Mew, another chain level 10 Arcanine, both Arcanine chain level 10. Their Heat Rotom, no chains into the Heat, but we do have a chain level 10 Heat Rotom, so I think our figures can definitely stand up to this deck. So yeah, I'm setting up the swap spot cheese. The opponent doesn't fall for it. I think up to this point I've yet to get one, so good play, threatening game, and the surround, but we're going to be able to get out of that situation pretty easy. Yeah, they take the entry, we come out with the Blaziken, and they're going to go ahead and go after our Entei, so definitely going to switch out here with the Zoroark. I'm like, come on Zoroark, don't let us down, let's go. We get the cross counter. Now, I would have kept that. But they really wanted to, I guess, go for the purple, and we don't even get burned, so really good. I think I would have kept that roll. Like, I would have rather had the Zoroark burned on the entry point than go for the Miracle Respin. But we're going to be able to move in, go for the surround. I could have attacked, but, I didn't want to get Cyclone Kick, so I'm going to make the opponent attack me. I don't know why they put the Heat Rotom down on their entry point unless they were, like, using AI or something. And we're going to be able to get the knockout and go in for the surround. Now, they could max revive here and come back out with their Blaziken, potentially get a lucky, Jet Kick win. I mean, we do have a pretty sizable purple, but again, oh no, our Heat Rotom. No, I take that back. No, our Heat Rotom. I keep forgetting about that, like, because Jet Kick's only 20, so GG to the opponent. Pretty quick matchup, but I think maybe it was AI. I don't know. Some really weird plays. So getting into the next matchup, we're going to be seeing things again from our opponent's perspective. They have a swap spot, max revive, hurdle jump, gold block. Let's see, Heat Rotom. They got the Tapu Fini, Chandelure, Kyogre, and they have the Moltres. Haven't been seeing a ton of Moltres in this gym, and they're going to go ahead and press forward, try to put some pressure on us. Now, I'm going to play this one right this time, rushing down the right flank with our Blaziken. They set the Heat Rotom down on the entry. I'm going to go Mega Blaziken immediately, threaten game, make them burn a gold block, and their Heat Rotom is now burned, and we don't have to worry about that minus 30, so we now have the advantage. And that Tapu Fini could be a little bit of an issue. I do want to get somewhere in range so I could potentially burn it, but I'm going to go for this Wall Crusher here, and we are going to be able to get the knockout, which I'm good with. I wanted to make use of it, but the Wall Crusher could have got rid of that Entei. I feel like the Wall Crusher should be a double KO. Like, if it's not next to anybody, fine. No knockout. Maybe it gives, weight, a couple turns of weight. But if the opponent has a figure adjacent, it'd be really nice that it'd be a double KO. Even if it's your own figure, just a double KO. Like, I think that would make Wall Crusher a lot better than just, one knockout. But the Fierce Roar is going to go off. Rare situation where it's actually going to, make something happen on the board, but like really nothing is going to happen. But Dragon Tail is going to go off. We get knocked out, but we do free up that entry point, so I'm good with that. We take the opponent's entry, and now we're going to attack because we don't want to get surrounded. That's why double chance. I'm like, come on, just hit the gold Arcanine. Oh my god. Like, Arcanine, come on, man. So, it is what it is. We're just going to, try to protect the goal. And now we're going to max survive, come right back out with this Arcanine. Now we can go after this Heat Rotom. We have pretty good odds of getting a knockout, assuming the opponent doesn't get lucky and land that tiny little mist slice into the huge overheat attack. So Tapu Fini going to cover up their goal. We're going to come, side over with our Zoroark. Heat Rotom back onto the board, which made me kind of think, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have knocked it out, because now we do have to worry about that minus 30. So we're going to be able to burn that Fini, though. We have plenty of defense on our goal, so we're not going to lose to that Pony Wish. And now the Fini no longer has the Pony Wish, and we're going to be able to get the knockout with our Arcanine. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to jump over now, try to go for the surround. All right, they block properly. We're going to take that other entry point, and here comes Kyogre. I'm just hoping for the purple or the gold, and we're going to hit a miss. They get the purple, respin into their attack, and I'm just like, why, Arcanine? Like, what is with all these misses? And then our Blaziken hits a miss, and just like that, all that pressure, all that setup for nothing. But our Zoroark is going to bail us out. I'm like, okay, Zoroark, we're going to move out with our Charizard, and they're going to attack. Darkrai, nothing's going to happen, and we get 4 spins, so I'll take that. 4 spins, very respectable, I think. I'm never going to be mad at Charizard for only spinning 4 times, and they're going to defend. I'm going to go in for this purple attack, try to burn that Heat Rotom, and wow, 1 spin, a Chandelure, an EX Chandelure knocks out UX Mega Charizard Y. I'm like, come on. But it is what it is. We're gonna be able to burn that Moltres, and Arcanine's getting better and better matchups. Now, if you can see here, the Chandelure at level 5, and if it had the Darkrai bigger than the branded marker, the purple, then it's actually a pretty good matchup for Arcanine when burned. But we're going to be able to get that knockout. Luckily, good thing we didn't hit our 80, because that would have been pretty annoying. And then I scoop up here, and that was a misplay. For some reason, like, I seen all this smoke over there, like, I thought the Kyogre was burned. So I thought I was going to be able to come out and get us around. So, misplay. And keep in mind, guys, like, I'm playing super late, because I had, like, 4 wins, I want to say. like on the last day of the gym, and I started playing. I didn't get my 5th win until there was only about, I think, 6 to 7 hours left of the gym. You know, had a wedding and a ton of stuff going on over the weekend. Yeah, jet kick gonna do 0 damage, and just get sent back to the PC. So again, we're back into a pretty bad situation here, and our Zoroark gonna hit and miss. But we're going to be able to get the Arcanine out. We can potentially YOLO. They're going to cover with their Chandelure. I'm going to go in for the attack here. Go in for the attack. Searing Shot's going to go off. I'm good with that. Nothing there to surround us or scoop up. Now, you know, I probably should have just took the entry point, but I got a little bit greedy. I went in for the attack. And that Chandelure is going to be able to surround us. But we can block this Heat Rotom off with our Charizard. Chandelure coming in, going after our Heat Rotom. And we're going to be able to get the knockout, no problem. Flame Sphere protecting us from that burn. But, yeah, what I was saying earlier, too, like with the Chandelure, you know, level up the white, but make sure your Darkrai, the blue slice, is bigger than the purple. So you keep the blue slice. That way, you have a higher chance of landing the white, shifting into the blue when you're burned, going up against the Arcanine, or if you're paralyzed. I think that's a pretty good figure. One of the better figures at surviving. And we're going to move up with this Charizard. Like, come on, man. We're going to move in with Blaze, and I attack here, and I probably shouldn't have. Because now we're giving the opponent another 3 MP back. Where before they just had that Feeny, we could have, you know, went in, attacked this Heat Rotom, and, you know, so we go in and attack anyway, and we do get the knockout. So Feeny going to have a miracle here. I'm like, let's go. Pony Wish is fine. They can go ahead and use it, and we're going to be able to take the goal with Blaziken. So GG to the opponent. Pretty good matchup. Like a lot of great matchups in this Gym Cup. So guys, we were able to make it to 11-0 right out of the gate. So I wanted to show you guys that. I showed you some of the best matchups in those first 11 wins. And yeah, we're currently 1837, already top 1,000, which seems crazy to me. So maybe with all those disconnection bugs where people were getting disconnected, maybe frustrated them and caused them to quit. But this was all in the last day of the Gym Cup. I think I only had 4 wins up to the last day, and there was only about 6, maybe 8 hours left by the time I played my first match on the last day, because like I had to go to a wedding reception for my cousin. Now I'm all congested, so I'm sorry guys if if I sound all stuffy, but yeah, I've just been congested. We open it, we only get a Mr. Mime, which could be good for some of those Mega Venusaur and Tapu Koga with the Mela Wish. So shout out Tarvold for reminding me about Mr. Mime. But we're going to be having a part 2 of the Fire Gym. You guys definitely don't want to miss that. So this is only part 1. There's some pretty incredible matchups in that video. And we're rocking quite a few invincible trophies at this point. Up to our last Fire Gym, that's 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 invincible trophies. So pretty happy about that. To be able to go 11-0 out the gate is pretty awesome. So we haven't lost just yet, but this is just going to be part 1. So if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like and stay tuned for part 2. You guys don't want to miss that. And make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Again, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and ring those bells so you're always notified when I upload. And you can follow me on Twitter at KW175 for bonus content and further discussions. And until the next one, later guys.